Yeah, oh, sure, no problem, no problem at all. Yeah, I'm just getting my stat sheet together. Yeah, he texted me a little while ago, so he said he's going to try to make it for the Decatur game on Tuesday, which I guess would be his, um, I guess that would be his, the last game for a while for him since we just got some road games for a while after that. At Danville, Tri West, and then okay, all right, testing 1 2, testing. Let me up here. I know there's a delay, so I'll just talk for a few seconds. Tell me that you hear me. So anyway, it's we've got a pretty good crowd here. Yeah, Covenant Christian is ranked as well, so it should be a really, really good game. Okay, just let me know. Yeah, Cascade won the JV game. They got a clean sweep today, but Covenant Christian's a heck of a team though. So. Yeah, they're ranked number 9. They got to the championship game last couple of years ago. So. Yeah. They only Cascade only beat them by 1 last year. So. Yeah, should be a competitive game. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put the headset on. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Testing. 1 2 3. Testing. 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 I'm sorry? All right. Thanks a lot. Sure, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cascade High School for today's girls basketball contest between the Lady Warriors of Covenant Christian High School and your Cascade Lady Cadets. Here are a few announcements prior to the game. Restrooms and concession stands are located on the upper concourse. Restrooms are on the end of the American flag, and concessions are at the opposite end of the gym. We ask all fans clean up their areas and place trash in proper receptacles prior to leaving today. For the safety of all fans, we ask that all children remain in the stands with parents and supervised at all times during the games. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, please respect the decision of today's officials and coaches and be models of positive behavior for the young athletes playing in the games. Hendricks Regional Health is proud to be the indispensable sports medicine partner for Cascade High School. At this time, we would ask that you please rise and face the flag at the west end of the gym as we honor our freedoms, those who currently protect it, and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. That is not the national anthem. I would offer to sing, but that would go badly. Happy Veterans Day, everyone.
Hello and welcome to Cascade High School in Clayton, Indiana. My name is Lec Zorn and I'll be bringing you all the action as our Cascade Lady Cadets, ranked number 12 in the state in Class 2A, challenge the 9th-ranked Covenant Christian Lady Warriors in Game 2 of the Indiana High School basketball season. Well, our Lady Cadets had a very painful start to the 27-18 season Tuesday against Indian Creek. I said in the pregame show that Cascade was about to begin the search for redemption after their astonishing upset to South Putnam in the first round of the sectional last season. But as it turns out, now they're on the search for redemption from that game on Tuesday. After giving up 12 offensive rebounds and committing 21 turnovers against South Putnam, the Lady Cadets gave up 21 offensive rebounds and committed 24 turnovers to Indian Creek, which were the two biggest reasons that they blew a 15-point second-quarter lead and lost by a score of 75-73. Still, there were a lot of highlights for Cascade. Senior point guard Olivia Bryant scored 30 points after averaging only 8 per game last season, while senior shooting guard Hannah Rasnake scored 20 after averaging only 10 last season. Olivia and Hannah both seem well equipped to fill the scoring gap left by last season's senior starters Bailey Walker and Makayla Collier. In addition, senior power forward Amelia Bryant had 13 rebounds, while senior center Trinity Hostetler had 9 rebounds. Cascade also played good defense for much of the game, totaling 14 steals and 18 blocks, but failure to block out led to Indian Creek scoring far too many second chance points. Tonight, Cascade tries to correct the mistakes of Tuesday and get their first win of the season, but they're up against an opponent that might be even tougher, the Covenant Christian Lady Warriors, who are currently ranked number 9 in the state in Class 2A and have been one of the winningest programs in the state over the last decade. Covenant Christian has won 7 sectional championships in that span while advancing to the state championship game 2 seasons ago and the semi-state last season. The Lady Warriors enter this game with a record of 0-1, having lost their opener on Tuesday to Avon, a Class 4A school, by a score of 74-55. And this season, Covenant Christian returns 3 starters, all of whom averaged double figures last season: 5'6" junior Bailey Everett, junior Jordan McGuire, and 5'7" senior Makayla Cleary. So now to jump for the Lady Cadets to start the game, we have Trinity Hostetler, the 6-foot senior. And now three-pointer right off the bat is good. So great start to the game for the Lady Cadets. That was Olivia Bryant, fresh off her 30 points. And it's a travel there by the Lady Warriors, and that Bryant got that three literally about 5 or 6 seconds into the game. That's just about as fast as you can possibly start off with a three. So now the Lady Cadets trying to take control early, and this time hold the lead. So Olivia running the point again this season. Her college stock went way up with Tuesday night's performance. She's trying to keep it moving up. Certainly there could be a few college scouts here today. And three-pointer from the top of the key by Hannah Rasnake, no good. And this time Covenant Christian controls the rebound. And drive to the basket, lays it up, and she draws the foul there. That was Bailey Everett. She is a junior for Covenant Christian. Foul on Olivia. Got to keep her out of foul trouble. So I've noticed the irony, and as Everett is good on her first free throw, but that two of Covenant Christian starters are named Bailey and Makayla. Certainly that rings a lot of bells here at Cascade for our two big seniors last year, Walker and Collier, both of whom are now playing college ball. Walker at Franklin and Collier at Goshen. So Everett is good on her second free throw as well. So it's a 3-2 Cascade lead. 7:26 to go here in the first quarter at Clayton. Each team coming in the game with a record of 0-1. So now Hostetler at the top of the key pitches over. Now back to Olivia. At the top of the key, she switches directions, then pitches back out. Now back over to Olivia. Now she finds a player on the wing, drives to the basket, and drives, and she's got a foul there. It's going to be against Covenant Christian. That is going to go against. It's going to go on Sonia Borum. That's her first. Sonia, not Sonia. Sonia, Sania. And now we got a whistle here on the inbounds pass. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be a push. It's going to be another foul against Borum. So 2 fouls against Borum in the first minute of the game, coming literally about 5 seconds apart. So Trinity Hostetler, she had 9 rebounds but only 2 points in the first game on Tuesday. First free throw is up and no good after a couple of bounces. She hasn't played much in her high school career up until now, but now with Bailey Walker being gone, Trinity is going to be expected to put in a lot of the to fill a big plug in the middle, to fill a big hole in the middle. She hits her second one there, so it's a 4-2 Cascade lead, and then an errant pass goes out of bounds to Cascade. So Cascade now, Olivia bringing it up, and now it's an errant pass. It's stolen there by Everett, who drives to the basket. Now bounce pass, and it's laid up and in there. That was Cleary, so we got a tie game here at 4. Battle between 2 ranked teams, both in Class 2A. Cascade coming in ranked number 12, Covenant Christian at number 9. And now Olivia turn around, puts it up off the glass and in. I'm not sure that was Hannah Rasnake. Hannah Rasnake with her, and now a jump shot, but they got her for a travel first, negating the jump shot there by Nicole Gresser for Covenant Christian. So it's a 6-4 Cascade lead. Olivia and Hannah combined for 50 on Tuesday. And now a three-pointer off the rim, no good. And we got a foul on the rebound attempt. It'll be interesting to see how Cascade blocks out today after they were in a sheer disaster in that department on Tuesday, giving up an extraordinary 21 offensive rebounds. So now the other end. Now somebody blew a defensive assignment, but no good on the layup nevertheless. And now on the other end of the court, we got, I couldn't tell what happened from my vantage point, but there was a whistle there. I guess it was just knocked out of bounds to Cascade, so Olivia inbounding now. I'm sorry, Hannah inbounding to Olivia, excuse me. So, I think I'm mainly going to start referring to the girls just by their first names since there are 3 Bryants here of the starting 5 for Cascade. So now Trinity has it on the right perimeter, and she passes over to Hannah, a three-pointer in and out. And Covenant Christian controls the rebound now. A crafty move there, drives to the basket and draws the foul there. Who was that for the... Okay, that was Makayla Cleary. She has 2 points. She hits both of them. We will be tied here. First one is good. Second one is also good, so we got a tie here. Cleary leads the Lady Warriors with 4. So now Olivia brings it up. Over to Hannah at the right perimeter. Now over to the top of the key. Good ball movement early going by the Lady Cadets. They did that very well Tuesday as well. One of many good things they did well that was overshadowed by the turnovers and the failure to box out. So now drive to the basket. Now but pitches out for a three-pointer. No good. And rebound there by Covenant Christian. Drive to the basket. So I'm really impressed with the way that Everett tries to take it coast to coast. And she's not a very big player either at 5'6". Especially, this is a pretty tall Cascade team this year. Yeah, when we have Trinity at 6 feet, Hannah at 6 feet this year, and then we've got Carly Gibbs and Amelia Bryant and Abby Church all at 5'10". That's pretty good, especially for a 2A school. So back to action here, 6-6, and now a three-pointer in and out, and a spike for the rebound. It goes out of bounds to Covenant Christian. Once again, Cascade numbers very hard to read. Now into the game for Cascade, we have Carly Gibbs. She's a sophomore, played sparingly on Tuesday. Now pass across court to the three-pointer from the corner is up and good there. That was Makayla Cleary. She has 7 of her team's 9, and Covenant Christian takes its first lead of the game by a score of 9-6. And now a three-pointer on the other end. No good. And fight for the rebound. And it's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Covenant Christian. And now, struggle for a loose ball, goes out of bounds to Cascade. Oh, by the way, that last field goal turned out that it was a two-pointer by Cleary. I guess they said, it looked to me like it was a 3, but I guess they said she had a toe on the line. So 3:51 to go here, a little over halfway into the game. Covenant Christian leading by 2. Now, drive to the basket, but it's too much on it, though. No good off the glass. Everett comes up with the rebound. Showing a lot of toughness. She passes over to Whitney Anderson. She's a 5'9" senior. Now inside, drives to the basket, pitches out for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound there by, I believe that was... And now a three-pointer at the other end, no good. Cascade is cold with their shooting here in the early going. So now Everett with the ball, and she pitches back out to Cleary near the midcourt line. 3:06 to go and counting. And now a steal attempt there. I'll tell you, I'll hold that thought. So now Everett has the ball. She drives and then pitches it out for a baseline jumper. That is up and good. That was Whitney Anderson with her first points. So it's a 10-6 Cascade, a 10-6 Covenant Christian lead, excuse me. And now a fake three-pointer drives in the lane, puts it up, no good, but gets her own rebound, puts it off the glass and in. Hannah Rasnake has 4 to lead Cascade, and they cut the lead to 2 here. 2:17 to go here in the first quarter at Clayton. So it's going to be so 3 fouls already on Olivia Bryant, and that is bad news. I missed the second one, but yeah, they cannot afford to. They probably can't. And now somebody blew an assignment there, and there's an easy lay in there by Everett. She has 4 now. So Covenant Christian with a 4-point lead, and now a wide open 3 there. So somebody blew an assignment for Covenant Christian, but no harm done, as the 3-pointer is no good. And now we got a foul here. But I'll tell you, though, it's it is concerning to have Olivia out of the game this early, and really being that she has 3 fouls here, and now block shot there. So and now throws down court, lays it off the glass, no good, and Covenant Christian controls the rebound now. It puts too much on the down-court pass now, and Cascade gets the rebound. So Amelia Bryant passes over there to Carly Gibbs, and now Covenant Christian gets the rebound there. So Cascade... Cascade has made a good effort, and now travel there by Everett. Cascade looks like they are really conscious about not repeating the mistakes they made on Tuesday. They've come out very aggressive and done a lot of very good things so far, but their shooting has been cold, and with their leading scorer from Tuesday, Olivia Bryant, now being out of the game probably for the rest of the half, somebody's going to have to really step up with the offense. And now I've got to travel by the Lady Cadets. .46 seconds to go now in the quarter. And a three-pointer from the corner, no good. And a nice rebound there by the Lady Cadets. And, wow, really aggressive move to try to wrestle it away from her, but jump ball possession arrow favors Cascade with 37.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter at Clayton. Now, going back to Tuesday's game, and now drive to the basket, no good. So poor shooting in the first quarter by Cascade. Covenant Christian now with 19 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to hold it for the last shot with a 4-point lead. Now a three-pointer, no good. And 5 seconds left, so Covenant Christian was still with plenty of time. Now over to Everett, who puts up a 3, no good, and that's the end of the quarter. So, after 8 minutes of play here at Clayton, your Cascade Lady Cadets trail the Covenant Christian Lady Warriors by only 4, but the big concerning news, Olivia Bryant already with 3 fouls. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for our generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health. Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, North Salem State Bank. Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation, CJ's Pizza, and Dunn Insurance Agency. Gold Partner, Endeavor Communications. Silver Partner, Electric Plus, and Bronze Partner, Hankey Photography and DMH Photographics. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student-athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we're about to start the second quarter, of the second game of the Indiana High School basketball season. Cascade and Covenant Christian, 2 ranked teams that enter the game with a record of 0-1, each with a loss to a higher-ranked team. That was a very painful loss in the case of Cascade in that they blew a 15-point lead. So Cascade, they didn't take bad shots. They just weren't falling for the most part. So Hannah Rasnake now with the ball at the right perimeter. She drives to the basket, spins around, puts it up off the glass, and she hits it. She has 6 now to lead the Lady Cadets, 6 of their 10. They're probably going to need a big game from her with Olivia on the bench. Cascade cutting the lead to 2, and now they're playing a very aggressive defense. However, they find, and now she misses an easy shot, though. Rebound, I believe that was Trinity. She pitches it out to, I think that's Amelia Bryant. And now, three-pointer, no good. And Covenant Christian came up with it. So you got Makayla Cleary handling the ball for, and now, she drives inside and puts up a floater, but it is no good. So it's now we got a foul there on Taylor Norris. She is a 5'8" sophomore, played a little bit of varsity ball last season as a freshman. First a free throw there by Cleary, no good. She finds a player wide open, drives to the basket, no good. Cascade gets the rebound, puts it up, again, no good. And a nice save attempt, though, but into the arms of a Cascade player. And now we got a wide open three-pointer, no good. And now a struggle for the rebound again, and this time it is a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Covenant Christian with 6:43 to go, and the Lady Warriors leading by 2. So it's been a tight game so far. Neither team ever separated by more than 4 points. Last year, these teams played. And now if they find a player open downfield, drives to the basket, puts it up off the glass, she hits it, and she's fouled. That was Everett. Everett with 6 now. Tying for a game high. Everett is good on the free throw. She has a game high 7 now. 15-10, that's the biggest lead for either team in this game. And now Hostetler with the ball, passes over. Three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Boy, I'll tell you, without Olivia, And now a long three-pointer, air ball. But rebound there by and no good. The rebound there was by Erica Shigley, by the way. That's what I was trying to say when I got sidetracked by the continuing play. But it goes out of bounds now to Cascade with 6:08 to go. Now a jump shot. I don't think it was a 3. It was really close to it. I think she had both feet on the line. And now a drive to the basket off the rim, and it is good. Banks it in by Cleary. She has a game-high 8, and now it's 17-10 lead. And now Cascade player puts it up off the glass, no good. And now Everett's bringing it down for Covenant Christian, who are trying to. And now she drives past a defender, gets the foul, and hits the layup. So Everett now with 9 and a chance to make it a 3-point play. Bailey Everett, only 5'6", but every time she brings the ball down, she looks like she wants to, take the game over. She has a game-high 10 now. Coach Carpenter was just shouting it, and he could be heard over the crowd. He said something like, "Are we going to play any defense tonight?" And now we got a steal there, drive to the basket, and now the player is hit hard going for the layup. Who was that? That was Borum there, who herself picked up 2 fouls in the first minute, but has stayed in the game. And now with that foul, there was the first free throw by Borum is up and good. So 21-10 now, and now we have a whole slew of substitutions for Cascade. 3 players coming in. And second free throw, no good off the front of the rim. And now Hannah with the ball. She passes across court. Player drives to the basket, turns around, hook shot, no good. And now Lady Cadets come away with the rebound, however. Their ball movement is good. Their shooting has not been good. And now as a foul on the steal attempt. And I apologize for the lack of saying the Cascade players' names, but there's they almost might as well not even have uniform numbers because the jerseys are white and the uniforms are pale blue, and a lot of the time I just cannot decipher the numbers. So I will do the best I can, though. And now, short bank shot is good by Norris. That's her first. Those are her first points, cutting the lead to 9. So now handling the ball for Covenant Christian, we have Christine Martin. She's a 5'9" senior. Just gives it over to Cleary. Now over to Erica Shigley. Passes over for a baseline jumper. It no good. And Cascade controls the rebound. Pitches downfield, but it's blocked into the arms of a Cascade player. And no, she gets her own rebound, but no good. And we've got a foul as Taylor Norris went for the rebound there. That's going to be a foul on Shigley. That's her second. I didn't realize that Cascade has already committed 10 fouls. I didn't realize it was quite that many. Boy, they really piled up in a hurry. 4:06 to go here in the second quarter, so they've averaged nearly a foul a minute. Now Hannah with the drive to the basket. Pitches back. A beautiful move. Misses it, though. However, the rebound is put up off the glass and in. That was Sophia Bryant with her first points. One of the 3 Bryant triplets. Olivia and Amelia both started last season. Sophia barely played, so they're hoping for a big senior season from her. And now a drive to the basket, and Cleary draws the foul. She has 8, Everett has 10 to account for all but 3 of the Lady Warrior points. Cleary is good on her first free throw. Sophia had 5 points on Tuesday. So Cleary hit her first trying to hit her second. It is up, and it is no good. So she has 9. Cascade has played the entire quarter without Olivia Bryant. She had 30 on Tuesday. Hit a 3 in the first seconds of the game tonight, but committed 3 fouls in the first quarter. Cascade trailing by 8. They've trailed by as many as 11. Probably going to need a very big game from Hannah Rasnake, who had 20 on Tuesday. 3-pointer from the corner. No good. Air ball. And rebound there by Everett. Brings it down herself. And now patches it over into the corner for 3-pointer. That is good. That was Shigley, her first points. And it's a 25-14 game. And a bad pass. And goes out of bounds to Covenant Christian with 2:31 to go. You know, I'm wondering if Olivia will be back before the half. I can't imagine that she would be with 3 fouls, but you never know the way things. Cascade just hasn't been able to get much going offensively. Hannah has 6, and other than that, nobody else has more than 2. Besides, of course, Olivia. So now, and we got Anna Travel there. It was thrown into Erin Veligan, and she committed the travel with 2:16 to go. So now Cascade with the ball. They have had good ball movement. That's been one of their strong points this afternoon. So now Hannah with the ball, pulls up, jump shot, no good off the back of the rim. Cascade gets the rebound, puts it up off the glass, no good. And at least they are making the effort. The shots just aren't falling. So now Cleary handling the ball, runs into her own player, but she's okay. Then drives to the basket herself, puts it off the glass and in. So Cleary now with the game-high 11. There's a defensive lapse by Cascade. And now Hannah drives to the basket, and she draws the foul. (27-14). That's the game-high foul on Everett. Only her first. It's not a shooting foul. That's only the 6th foul on the Lady Warriors. So now a steal there on the inbounds pass, but then Cascade gets a steal of their own. And now pitches down for a and now she hits it and gets the foul. That was Amelia Bryant with her first, so all 3 Bryants have scored now. I'll tell you, it's not just that I can barely see the Cascade numbers, and it'll be better in the second half when they're playing at my end of the court. But besides that, it's that a lot of these girls have ponytails that blocks whatever view of the numbers I would have. So now Amelia Bryant, and by the way, the foul was on Veligan. So Amelia Bryant. After a few bounces, it goes, so she has 3 now, cutting the lead to 10. 1:11 to go here in the half. And now a 3-pointer by Cleary, and it's over the backboard, out of bounds to Cascade. 56.8 seconds to go. Cascade trying to get the lead down to single digits before we go into the locker room. They trail now 27-17. Covenant Christian is ranked number 9 in Class 2A, one of the elite Class 2A programs in the state. Drive to the basket, puts off the glass, no good. And now Cascade gets a rebound, and there is a foul. I think it's going to be over the back against Covenant Christian. on Cleary. That's her second. 35.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter at Clayton. First free throw is up, and it is good. Swish. Second free throw is up and good. So the lead's cut down to 8 now. Cascade likely to hold it for the last shot. Or excuse me, Covenant Christian likely to hold it for the last shot. And drives to the basket. Another defensive lapse, but this time Cascade gets the rebound. 16 seconds to go. They bring it down. And now pitches over there to, and now the 8 seconds left. Looks like they are going to hold it for the last shot. 4, 3, and now it's stolen there by Covenant Christian. Shot from just inside the half-court line, no good. So we go to the half here at Cascade with your Cascade Lady Cadets trailing the Covenant Christian Lady Warriors by a score of 27-19 here on audiosportsonline.com. And we'll be back with a first half recap after these words from our sponsors. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official healthcare provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank, Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza and Dunn Insurance Agency, Gold Partner Endeavor Communications, Silver Partner Electric Plus, Bronze Partner Hankey Photography, and DMH Photographics. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student-athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we're at halftime with your Cascade Lady Cadets in danger of starting off the season 0-2. They trail the Covenant Christian Lady Warriors by a score of 27-19. It's a game in which Cascade started off with a three-pointer in the opening seconds, but Olivia Bryant, who scored 30 points on Tuesday in the opener against Indian Creek, committed 3 fouls in the first quarter, has not played since. So in her absence, nobody has picked up, the scoring gap. And meanwhile, Covenant Christian has 2 double-figure players, and that's really been the big difference. For Cascade, Hannah Rasnake has 8, but then nobody else has more than 3. Olivia Bryant has 3, coming on that 3-point shot in the first seconds of the game. Then Amelia Bryant has 3. Sophia Bryant has 2, Taylor Norris has 2, and Trinity Hostetler has 1. Meanwhile, for Covenant Christian, Makayla Cleary has 11, Bailey Everett has 10, Erica Shigley has 3, Whitney Anderson has 2, and Sonia Borum has 1. So, in short, Cascade has been very aggressive overall. They've had a few defensive lapses that enabled the Lady Warriors to score points. And a few times the Lady Warriors did not capitalize, but other times they did. So that Cascade could be down easily 15 or more now. But at the same time, Cascade has been going hard after the rebounds. I'm quite certain that that was one of the major points of emphasis the last 3 days in practice. And in addition, Cascade has taken overall better care of the basketball. Their main problem has been that, quite frankly, they've taken a lot of shots that just haven't fallen. And they have generally moved the ball well, worked inside for good shots, but just weren't able to to get them going. And so, just weren't able to get them to fall, So, hopefully Olivia will come back strong, not commit any more fouls the rest of the way, show some of her offensive pyrotechnics, and show some of her offensive pyrotechnics and, get the Lady Cadets back on track. And, my dad just texted me a few minutes ago, and so I'm glad he's listening and that the broadcast is coming through loud and clear. And let's see here. And now also from college football, Jeff George Jr. completes a pass to Lewis Dorsey for 77 yards for a touchdown. And the Fighting Illini trail Indiana 14-7. I didn't realize Jeff George's son was that good, so it's good to see. Hopefully he'll have a successful career there. And speaking of football, much congratulations to the Danville Warriors on their regional championship win over Bishop Chatard last night. They await the winner of today's Evansville Memorial versus Lawrenceburg game. If Evansville Memorial wins, the game will be at Danville here in Hendricks County, and if Lawrenceburg wins, then it will be down at Lawrenceburg in the Cincinnati suburbs. So anyway, I'll be watching, with a lot of interest to see how they do, and same with the Avon Orioles football team, who got a big regional win last night over Center Grove, which is, I think, a fairly big upset. It's an upset almost any time you beat a MIC team. And they will Avon will travel to Ben Davis for the semi-state next Friday. So best of luck to the two Hendricks County teams who are still alive in the football tournament. And I'll tell you, I remember I commentated the first game of the football regular season where Cascade lost 47-13 to Danville. But I told you Cascade fans to take solace, because that was probably going to be the toughest team that we'd play all season, and there would be better days ahead. And we didn't have quite as good a season as we hoped, but we did get 3 wins with basically a sophomore-dominated team, and look forward to really watching those guys develop the next 2 years, and they should be great. Cascade should have a winning season 2 years from now when all these guys are seniors. Alex Sanders and Jason Mantooth and Dylan Kotkamp and some of the others. So a lot to feel good about for Cascade football here. And so let's take a look ahead at what's going on here with the immediate future of Cascade girls basketball after today. They return to action 3 days from now. That's Tuesday night, for a game against the Decatur Central Lady Hawks. That's a game that Cascade should win. Decatur Central has been a pretty bad program in girls basketball for a long time. And so, even if we lose today, which hopefully we won't, hopefully we'll come back to win. But even if not, we should get our first win of the season on Tuesday. And then after that, we're going for a very long road trip. In fact, a 31-day road trip to be exact. And last year, I remember it was quite the opposite. We had a 7-game homestand, and I got so spoiled coming out here about 2 or 3 times a week, especially because there were some boys' games in there too. But next Friday, your Lady Cadets go on the road for the first time at Danville to play the Danville Lady Warriors, who should be one of the top contenders for the Class 3A state championship this season. Last season, without a senior in the starting lineup, the Lady Warriors went all the way to the semi-state. And actually, I almost got a chance to commentate that game, which I would have really enjoyed doing. It was down in my home area, down in southeastern Indiana, down at Jeffersonville, where they ended up losing. The Lady Warriors ended up losing to North Harrison, and I had to. Unfortunately, I had a prior commitment to a film job out in Cincinnati that day. Broke my heart, and my heart was with the Lady Warriors that day. But my heart will be at the Lady Cadets when we play out there at Danville next Friday night. It will be one of a few road broadcasts that we'll have for you here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Hopefully you'll get out and support the Lady Warriors, but if you can't, no problem. You can tune in here online. And so that will take us until the mid-December. Then after that, we're going to be a week from Tuesday at Tri-West. Then take 8 days off for the Thanksgiving break, and then we'll return a week from Wednesday. That's November 29th. Excuse me, 2 weeks from Wednesday, November 29th at Martinsville, to see very possibly the best player we'll play against all season. They're a senior sensation, Kayana Traylor, who's committed to playing at Purdue, possibly in the WNBA in a few years. She's an outstanding, one of the best women's players ever to come out of Indiana. And then December 2nd at Brown County, December 5th at Cardinal Ritter, December 8th at Edgewood, and December 12th at Monrovia, before finally returning here on Friday, December 15th. And for 2 games in less than 24 hours, we have a boys-girls doubleheader on Friday, December 15th against Owen Valley. And then the next day, there's an afternoon girls game against South Putnam. So my birthday's December 14th, as is my daughter Aria's. So basically, my birthday present is I get to commentate 3 Cascade games in a span of less than 24 hours, 2 girls and 1 boy. So that will be a real birthday treat. Last year, I commentated the Cascade Monrovia game the day before my birthday. So I'll tell you, the older I get, the more the older I get, the less I care about material gifts, and the more I just want to spend my birthday doing things that I love, such as commentate basketball, one of the great joys of my life. So now, starting in the second half here, Cascade gets the ball first to start the half. They trail by 8. So now Amelia Bryant with the ball. They're going to need some big offensive, and now Olivia with the long 3. In and out, no good. And a fight for the rebound, and we have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Covenant Christian. But the Lady Cadets are making a great effort on rebounds tonight. Their shots just aren't falling. I mean, I give Cascade a B for efforts today. They've had a few defensive lapses, but above all, it's been a good effort. And now a steal there. So drive to the basket, and now, it looked like a clean block. The crowd wanted a foul, but from my vantage point, I did not see any illegal contact. I didn't see any contact at all except with the ball. But and actually, it went into the stands. Which, here, from to go into the stands there at that part, behind the baseline, the ball has to be pretty high up off the ground. It's not like, on the sides where it's, you have the front row at floor level. So now Olivia with the ball on the left perimeter. Again, a lot of passing there by the Lady Cadets. And now it's steal there, however. Steal there by Shigley. She takes it down, puts it up, and it's good. So the lead goes, she has 5 now, and the lead goes back up to 10, 6:50 to go here in the third quarter at Clayton. Cascade trying to avoid an 0-2 start, and now we got to travel here. Not time to panic, but it is time to be concerned. And, it's really odd. I really don't understand why Cascade... and now the ball deflected out of bounds there to Covenant Christian. Yeah, I don't understand why the Lady Cadets just don't, why they don't make their numbers darker. But I love them, I just wish the uniforms were different. So now Everett sinks a 3. She has a game-high 13 now. And now it's a 5-0 run to start off the second half by Covenant Christian. They lead by 13. Tying their biggest lead of the game. And now a 3-pointer on the other end, and it's good there. Olivia Bryant, she cuts the lead to 10, and we got a timeout. So Olivia, they're going to need probably a lot of plays like that from her. She had a 3-pointer in the first seconds of the game, then committed 3 quick fouls. I spent, I believe, the rest of the half on the bench. Now she's got a 3-pointer here to cut the lead to 10. Because Cascade took the timeout, so they cut the lead to 9. Excuse me. Apparently that shot by Everett was a 2, not a 3, so I apologize for that. So it's a 9-point lead. At least it's down to single digits. We got 14 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the game. Cascade had a 15-point lead on Tuesday that they lost now. And now a defensive lapse there. The Lady Cadets a little slow to, run down court. And who was that on the layup there? But it pushes the lead up to 11. So now Olivia drives to the basket. And now pitches over, and she's fouled. So Trinity Hostetler will be going to the line for the Lady Cadets. Trinity had only 1 point in the half. She had 2 points on foul, by the way, on hold that thought. Trinity had only 2 points on Tuesday. She now has 2 tonight. They're probably going to need, well, if she could even average 5 or 6 points a game, that would be a big help. She did get 9 rebounds. So it looks like she's at least going to be able to cover for Bailey Walker in that department. Second free throw is good, so she hit them both, so she has 3 now. So back down to 9. So now a beautiful pass there by Cleary over to to Shigis, who has 7 now. And now a long 3. Air ball, though, but Cascade gets the rebound. And now a steal there by Cleary, who brings it down herself. And now pitches out to Everett, who drives, puts it up, but she hits it, and she's fouled.
Basket good by Everett.
Everett with I have her with 14 now. Foul is on Trinity Hostetler, her second. No good on the free throw. And so Cascade takes over. Down by 13. Drive to the basket, and she loses it, but I think they said she was fouled. There's a foul on Everett. That's only her second. I wish it were more than that, but Hannah inbounds now. Cascades, and now a long 3 that she hit it on a bounce. Olivia with 9 points all on 3s now, and she's helping keep Cascade in it. They trail by 10 now. And now Everett, and now it drives to the basket. It's blocked out of bounds. So at least good defensive effort by the Lady Cadets. (37-27) now. And now, throw inside. And now they got a player wide open for 3, but no good. Rebounds, but a sloppy outlet pass, and it's a steal there by Shigi. Cascade just got a little too overzealous. They forgot to concentrate. So now, got Whitney Anderson, puts it up. No good. And now we've got it was nearly a steal there by Monrovia, but I think they said that it went out of bounds off. I guess that was Shigi. So 4:23 to go. Cascade has a quarter and a half plus 23 seconds to make up 10 points here. It does help that Olivia has 6 points here in the quarter. So now Carly Gibbs with into the game now for Cascade. Now drive to the basket, a hook shot, and it's going to be a foul. I think they said that Hannah pushed off there. One reason I'm looking forward to doing these Cascade Road games is that I'll be able to see the numbers a lot better. Because the Cascade Lady Cadets road jerseys are much easier to read. Now we got a sloppy ball handling, and then Amelia Bryant picks it up and takes it all the way in. She has 5 points now. Yeah, Everett just got a little too fancy with the behind-the-back dribble there. That left her open for the steal. So the lead down to 8 now. Cascade still alive. 3:42 to go here in the third quarter. Cleary with the ball now. Drives to the basket. Nice pass to a wide-open player for a baseline jumper. She hits it. That was Borum there. Her first field goal. She has 3 points now. It's back to a 10-point lead. 3:21 to go. Now fakes on the three-pointer, drives to the basket, puts it up. No good. Rebound this time by Covenant Christian, gives it up to Everett. She drives to the basket, puts it up. No good. Rebound controlled by Cascade. She throws down court, and now we got a foul there. I think Olivia was fouled either by Cleary or by Everett. Let's see. That was Everett. I believe that's her third. Yes, her third. So she sits down. 39-29 your score here at Clayton. Correction, foul on Cleary. So let's see if Everett will come back into the game. It's the third foul on Cleary, by the way. 2:56 to go and counting. Cascade down by 10. And now we got a foul here. Let's see. I think it's going to be against Covenant Christian. I think Hannah got fouled. It's going to be on Martin. Christine Martin, that's her first. Team fourth. Cascade only 2 fouls here in the half. So now Olivia with the ball. She pitches over, I believe, to Rasnake. Now over to Carly Gibbs. Now drive to the basket. No good. Cascade gets the rebound, puts it up. No good. Gets the rebound again, puts it up. No good. And now puts it up again. So 3 offensive rebounds. And that was Carly Gibbs, who's going to be going to the line now. So 3 offensive rebounds in that possession, taking a page out of what Indian Creek did to us on Tuesday night. So Carly Gibbs will go to the free throw line to try to get her first points of the game. She is a 5'10 sophomore. First free throw is up and good after a few bounces. She scored 3 points in the loss to Indian Creek on Tuesday. She cuts the lead to 9. Now Carly on her second is up and no good off the front of the rim. And this time the rebound's controlled by Veligan. Pitches down court, player wide open, and she lays it in. So a couple of times Cascade just has not been has not gotten down court like they should, as quickly as they should have been, and now got to travel there against Cascade. So 41-30 your score here. Pass into Everett. She drives to the basket, puts it up, and she draws the foul. .235 your time of day now, and even 2 minutes to go. So an even 10 minutes to go in the game. 3 minutes in the quarter, 2 minutes in the game. That foul is going to go on Rasnake, her second, team third. So Everett from the free throw line is up and good. It's a 12-point lead. It's been as high as 13. Cascade needs to make up a little better than a point a minute the rest of the way. They can do it, but they're going to need, somebody to step up offensively. And Everett hits them both. She has a game-high 16. 43-30 your score now. Gibbs fakes the baseline jumper, Pitches back to Hannah. Drives, puts it up, no good. Cascade controls the rebound. Pitches out back to Olivia. And now we got a travel there. We got Hannah for a travel with 1:36 to go in the quarter. So things looking fairly bleak for Cascade right now. Not for the season, but for this game. And now a jump shot. No good. However, Everett gets the rebound. And now gives the ball back to Cleary there. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. It's a 13-point Covenant Christian lead. Cascade played most of the first half without Olivia Bryant, who had 3 fouls in the first quarter. Now Everett drives, puts it up, tries to draw the foul. No good. Hannah the rebound. She brings it down hurriedly. So now Olivia Bryant with the ball. Near the midcourt line. 40 seconds to go here in the quarter. The Lady Warriors in a 2-3 zone. So now Olivia drives into the lane. Pitches back out. 20 seconds to go now in the quarter. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer. No good. And rebound there by Veligan. Veligan, a 5'11 senior for Covenant Christian. 7 seconds to go in the quarter now. And now we've got, it looks like a foul away from the ball, coming with 4.7 seconds to go. It's going to be against Veligan, so Cascade will get at least one more chance here in the quarter. Into Olivia. Drives to the basket, and she's fouled. So it will be a shooting foul. That puts Cascade into the bonus. It's going to be against Shigley. That's her third. Olivia with 9 points to lead Cascade, all coming on 3-point shots. She had 30 on Tuesday. They're probably going to need a monster fourth quarter from her. This is a 1-and-1 here. Really needs to hit both of them. Come on, Olivia. It's up. No good. And now, and that's it. So, 8 minutes to play for Cascade to make up a 13-point deficit. They trail the 9th-ranked Covenant Christian Lady Warriors by a score of 43-30 here on AudioSportsOnline.com. We'll be back with the thrilling conclusion to this game after these words from our sponsors. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health. Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank. Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, and Dunn Insurance Agency. Gold Partner, Endeavor Communications. Silver Partner, Electric Plus. And Bronze Partner, Hankey Photography and DMH Photographics. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student-athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we have 1 quarter to play with your 12th-ranked Cascade Lady Cadets trailing the 9th-ranked Covenant Christian Lady Warriors by a score of 43-30. It's a game in which Cascade has been plagued primarily by cold shooting as well as a few defensive lapses. And the lack of offense is largely because of their leading scorer from Tuesday's game, Olivia Bryant, having missed over half of the first half because of foul trouble. She committed 3 fouls in the first quarter. She has 9 points in the game. She had 30 in the loss on Tuesday. So 8 minutes to make up 13 seconds. So in the game for Cascade now, let's see. It looks like we have Juliana Schmidt, a 5'5 freshman who played a little bit the other day, on Tuesday. Taylor Norris, a sophomore. Olivia Bryant, Hannah Rasnake, and I believe that's Amelia Bryant to round out the 5. Meanwhile, Covenant Christian starting off the half of the quarter, with Everett, Veligan, Christine Martin, Whitney Anderson, and Makayla Cleary. The teams are out there ready to play. The officials are talking. I'm not sure what the delay is. We have a very silent gym here. Head coach David Carpenter for Cascade, and now Carpenter is and now the Covenant Christian staff both standing a few feet away, wondering apparently what's going on. Now Olivia Bryant's over, talking to Coach Carpenter. So no word yet on what the reason for the delay is. I will keep talking through it. Heck, I talked through a 45-minute lightning delay in the Cascade at Owen Valley football game this year, so I can handle this as well. I am glad that Cascade is down at my end of the court here in the second half. I have a little bit better. I'm able to decipher their numbers just a little bit better, just a little. The toughest uniform numbers to decipher that I have ever seen in 39 years of watching sports. But I love my Lady Cadets, and we got to support them through these tough times. They have better days ahead, including this season. I still think they're going to make a run at the sectional championship. So now nearly loses it there, and now I think Olivia's fouled there or did they say she traveled, or that she pushed off? I'm sorry, that was Amelia Bryant there. So Everett with the ball, and now we've got a whistle here. I think they said she pushed off, which would be her. No, okay, it was a foul away from the ball. It was against Veligan, so that's her third. That's the team 8. The Cascade only has 3 in this half, so we get 2 more fouls against Covenant Christian, and we get into the double bonus here. So Olivia with the ball over to, I believe it's Taylor Norris. She drives to the basket, and we got a foul there. Yes, that is against Taylor Norris. That was Taylor Norris, and that was that foul on Martin now. Christine Martin, that's her second. So Taylor Norris really need her to hit both of these. It's a 1-and-1. That was the 9th, and she does hit the first one. She had 2 in the 2 points. That's her 3rd point of the game now. Cutting the lead to 12. First points of the quarter. She hit them both. Good job, Taylor. Cuts the lead to 11. So Cleary brings it up now. Everett brings it up. 7:20 to go. Now she pitches over to Borum. Now over to Shigi. With an 11-point lead, Covenant Christian can take its sweet time. They can afford to take their sweet time. So now Borum with the ball. Cascade playing man-to-man. Now Everett, now she's double-teamed. Gives the ball up. Now back to Everett at the top of the key. She drives to the basket, and it's stripped away. Cascade's got the ball. Now let's get some points out of it. Nice find the back dribble there. Pitches over to Olivia Bryant. Now over to Taylor Norris. Inside. Now puts it up. No good. Rebound. Puts it up. No good. And this time Covenant Christian got it. So nice effort. Just, the story of the game for Cascade. They're making a lot of efforts, just, their shots just aren't falling. 6:13 to go now. And jumper just inside the three-point lane is good by Cleary. I have her with 15 now. 45-32 your score. Cascade needs to get something going very quickly. They need some kind of offensive explosion here. And now a drive to the basket, no good. Puts it back up, no good. And this time another rebound this time it was Everett. She tries to take it in herself, puts it up. She hits it. So 18 for Bailey Everett. And the lead goes up to a game-high 15 with 5:31 to go, and we got a whistle now. So it's going to be a foul against Covenant Christian. Well, the offensive explosion that we need would likely come from one of two players, Hannah Rasnake or Olivia Bryant. And Olivia Bryant just hasn't been in the, she just, by her being out for so much of the first half, she just never really got completely into the swing of things. She still could, but she hasn't so far. So now there seems to be another long delay. I do not know. One of the officials is talking to somebody over at the scorer's table. Cascade is in the double bonus now. So we got two free throws here. First one, no good. That foul, by the way, was on Shigi. That was her fourth. It'd be good to get her out of there. Well, really, we need to get Bailey Everett out of there, and it's probably not going to happen, though. Second free throw is good. So cuts the lead to 14. 5:25 to go. And now a wide open three-pointer. In and out. They got their own rebound, put it back up, though. And now the ball's knocked out of bounds to Covenant Christian. Had that three-pointer gone, that would have pushed the lead to 17, and that would have just about clinched it. As it is now, Cascade still with a very little margin for error. Now pitches inside to Everett. Over to Cleary. Shoots a three, and she hits it. So I have Cleary and Everett with 18 apiece now to lead all scores. So it's a 17-point lead. This game probably out of reach for Cascade, but it would be nice if they at least finish strong. Long three, no good. Cascade the rebound. Another three, no good. And another offensive rebound. Now another three. This one is good. That was Rasnake. So by my count, she's the first Lady Cadet in double figures. She has 11 now, but it might be too little too late. 50-36 your score, 4:30 to go. And now lay in there on the other end by Martin. She has 4 now. And out the other end, lay up and no good there by Cascade, and Everett will bring it up. She gives it up to Cleary, 4:11 to go. So it's a 16-point Covenant Christian lead. Borum with the ball. Pitches inside. And now bank shot, no good. Olivia got the rebound. Pitches down court to now Olivia with a three. She hit it. That's her fourth three of the game, accounting for all of her points. She has 12 to lead the Lady Cadets. So the lead now down to 13 with 3:52 to go. It's bleak, but it's not over. Cascade just needs to get on a streak like that.
In the upper concourse, you will see characters from tonight's CHS musical Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I'll tell you, I stressed on, Tuesday the importance of taking a glass half-full approach. And assuming that Cascade loses this game, they will be 0-2. But it's important not to hit the panic button. They've played, these are two of the best teams on their schedule, Indian Creek and Covenant Christian. Remember, Covenant Christian enters this game ranked higher than we are. We're ranked 12th, they're ranked 9th. And then Indian Creek is a very good 3A, one of the better 3A programs in the state, and we're 2A. So, I think that had Olivia played the whole game, I think we would be neck and neck right now. And while we have not been perfect, we have corrected a good number of the mistakes. And now, but there was a defensive lapse there that left. That was Borum wide open for a layup, so the lead goes back up to 15. But we've done a much better job, on the boards today. Much better job. And now, overzealous pass there by Everett to Borum goes out of bounds to Cascade. But, yeah, we've cut down, way down on the turnovers and on the other team's offensive rebounds. And, when you do something very badly in one game, you definitely want to make sure you correct that problem in the next game. So Cascade has largely done that. And now a three-pointer, in and out. The main thing really that's gone wrong with Cascade tonight, besides besides Olivia, spent a lot of time on the bench. It's the quite frankly just shots that didn't fall. It's pretty simple. Because I think there have been few enough defensive lapses that even had they not been made, I still think Covenant Christian would be ahead now. It's just mainly we've just missed way too many shots. And now we've got a reach-in foul there. I believe it was, so I guess, that's only the fourth Cascade foul of the half. 2:30 to go. They trail by 15. It's going to be on Taylor Norris, her second. So now now it's a steal there. All right, and so Cascade needs to get something quickly. Paso, and now it goes. Steal attempt goes out of bounds to Cascade. With 2:21 to go, they trail by 15. Unlikely they're going to hit 5 quick threes, but there is a very small chance it can be done. So now Olivia thinks about a three, drives to the basket, puts it up, she draws the foul. So Olivia will be going to the line for two. She's got to hit both of these. She missed the front end of a 1-and-1 there late in the third quarter. She has 12 points all on threes. First free throw is up, and it is good. Cuts the lead to 14, but only 2:17 to play. Olivia with a team-high 13. 10 in the second half. She hits the second one. She has 14. Tell you, Everett's college stock has got to be going up. She's, with her size being 5'6", she probably won't play Division I, but I can imagine, she probably, maybe one of the lower division schools would be really interested in her. She's very capable point guard, who really tries to take the game over every time she has the ball. So I'll definitely be watching where she goes from here. Covenant Christian in no hurry to shoot, and now we've got finally Olivia commits her fourth foul on Cleary. That's only the team fifth, so Covenant Christian will not go to the line. And now we got three substitutions here. So and now we've got a timeout. So with 1:39 to go, Cascade trails by a score of 54-41. Probably not going to come back and win this game, but still trying to make some good things happen here. before the final buzzer. 2:56 your time of day, by the way. It's been, I mean, obviously, it would have been nice to get the win today, but there has been overall a good effort. There are things that there are rough edges that these girls need to polish. There's no question about it. But overall, it's a better effort than what we saw on Tuesday. There is a lot of improvement in important areas. We just didn't have Olivia in long enough to really give us the spark we needed on offense. So Cleary with the ball, 1:30 to go now. Olivia really not wanting to pick up that 5th foul. And now we got a travel, though. So 1:20 to go. Cascade takes over, down by 13. Not much to do now except just go down and put up some threes. Long three there. No good. And Everett the rebound. Appropriately, the way she's, really probably deserves the game ball today. You can make a case for Cleary as well. And now we got a foul there. I believe that was on Olivia. So she's gone very sadly with 14 points after 30 in the debut. Well, I'll tell you, once she got her third, and I remember she got her first within the first minute or so, and I somehow missed that she got her second. And she got her third in the first, I knew it was going to be an uphill battle, and sure enough it was. Still 14 points considering she only played about half the game. I mean, it's not bad by any means. And plus, another thing, by the time she got back into the game, our margin for error was so low. And, Covenant Christian knew that we didn't have a lot of weapons. So, I mean, she wasn't able to get open for a lot of shots. I think she really surprised Indian Creek because, Olivia only averaged 8 points last year. And now I think it was another turnover there by the Lady Warriors, so Cascade will get at least one more chance to cut into the lead, trailing by 13 in the last minute. There you are, and now a long three, no good, and a fight for the loose ball. 15 seconds to go, and Covenant Christian very well, the Lady Cadets commit a foul though with 13.2 seconds to go. I do like the way that even in the last minute of a game that's out of reach, that they are diving after loose balls and things like that. Doing the dirty work. That foul was on Amelia Bryant, so Cleary will be going to the line now. First one is up, and it is no good. It was a 1-and-1. So now, the Lady Warriors rebound, and there is another foul. Stretching out this game a little bit. So 9.4 seconds to go here in the 9.4 seconds to go here in the quarter in the game. First free throw is up, and it is good there by Shigley. She has 8 now. Had a quietly effective game. Only 5'3", but plays much bigger than her size. She misses the second one. And the Lady Warriors rebound. It looks like they're going to run out the clock. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and that's the game. So your Cascade Lady Cadets dropped to 0-2 on the season with a 55-41 loss to the 9th-ranked Covenant Christian Lady Warriors. We'll be back with a recap and a look ahead to Tuesday night's game against Decatur Central after these final words from our sponsors. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank, Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, and Dunn Insurance Agency, Gold Partner, Endeavor Communications, Silver Partner, Electric Plus, Bronze Partner, Hankey Photography, and DMH Photographics. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student-athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton for a final time tonight, where your Cascade Lady Cadets have lost to the Covenant Christian Lady Warriors by a score of 55-41. It's a game in which the Lady Cadets probably would have been about neck and neck, but we lost our top scorer to foul trouble in the first quarter and never fully got on track after that. And, of course, I'm referring to Olivia Bryant, who had 30 points in the Indian Creek loss on Tuesday. And Cascade, really, without Olivia in the bench, just didn't have the offensive spark we needed. Hannah didn't step up the way I hoped she would. And we took a lot of good shots, got a lot of offensive rebounds. There were probably 4 or 5 times where we had at least 3 shots on one possession and did not come up with any points. So the effort was there, the shooting just wasn't. So after Tuesday's loss, to Indian Creek, the big concerns were failing to box out and taking care of the ball. Those problems were much better today. But now the main problem is just lack of shooting. And so, once Olivia came back in the third quarter, she just really she did, hit the three. She had 3 successful 3-pointers, but she just wasn't the offensive juggernaut that she was on Tuesday. And I think Covenant Christian, just knowing that she was our only huge weapon on offense, was able to keep her under control. And Covenant Christian did play very good defense from start to finish with very few lapses. Look at the individual scoring. First of all, for Cascade, Olivia Bryant had 14. Hannah Rasnake had 11. So there's a big part of the story right there. Bryant and Rasnake combined for 50 on Tuesday. They combined for exactly half that tonight, 25 with Bryant with 14, Rasnake with 11. And then there just wasn't much offensive production beyond those 2 players. Again, Amelia Bryant had 6. Taylor Norris had 4. Trinity Hostetler had 3. And, so it was just a situation where we just didn't have the offensive firepower. And I know we're only 2 games into the season, but one of my big concerns now is that somebody, whether it's Amelia Bryant, whether it's Trinity Hostetler, maybe one of the younger players such as Carly Gibbs or Juliana Schmidt, or even Sophia Bryant, who's moved into the starting lineup this weekend, step up and get some kind of consistent offensive production. I mean, even 6-7 points a game, that would really go a long way towards stopping the defenses from clamping down on Olivia and Hannah, because they can do a lot by themselves, but they simply, are not going to be able to win that many games by themselves. I mean, some lesser opponents, we can win with those 2 players dominating, but with a lot of them, we're just not going to be able to. So once again, your final totals for Cascade, we have Bryant with 14, Rasnake with 11, Olivia Bryant with 14. I keep forgetting. I always got to mention the first names with the Bryant sisters, the Bryant triplets. So Olivia Bryant with 14, Hannah Rasnake with 11, Amelia Bryant with 6, Taylor Norris with 4, Trinity Hostetler with 3, Sophia Bryant with 2, and Carly Gibbs with 1. Meanwhile, for the Covenant Christian Lady Warriors. Bailey Everett had 18. Makayla Cleary had 18. So it's familiar. It's familiar sounding, to say that Bailey and Makayla are leading scorers, but unfortunately tonight it was for the other team. And then, other than that, Erica Shigley had 7. Sanaya Borum had 5. Christine Martin had 4. And Whitney Anderson had 2. So, in conclusion, this was a game in which Cascade and Covenant Christian on paper were about evenly matched, but Cascade played much of its game without its best player, and that was the difference tonight. There were, a couple of times we didn't get down on defense fast enough. A couple of times where, somebody seemed to lose the player she was supposed to be guarding. But not an alarming number for the second game of the season. If we had seen, 15 or 20 incidents like that, yeah, that'd be a big concern. But right now, most of the problems that Cascade has will be ironed out, with practice. They boxed out far better tonight. They took far better control of the ball tonight. They're just going to have to, get more offensive production, and especially until then, we're going to have to keep Olivia in the game. So this is a disappointing loss, but it's a far less painful loss than the one that we had to Indian Creek on Tuesday, where, in the words of Jim Mora, we gave them the friggin' game. We didn't give Covenant Christian the game tonight. We made some mistakes, but not, like I said, not an alarming number. And they're a great team. Like I said, they were 2 years ago in the state championship game here in Class 2A, went in the semi-state last year. So they're going to be another state championship contender again this year. Hopefully we will too. But we have some work to do first, starting Tuesday, actually starting Monday morning or Monday afternoon or whenever we practice on Monday. And Coach Carpenter certainly will be working hard to, end this 2-game losing streak, which actually is a 3-game losing streak dating back to the South Putnam game last season. And the good news is we have a very winnable game coming up this Tuesday. And it will be, our last home game for 31 days, so all the more reason to get out to it. But anyway, we host the Decatur Central Lady Hawks. Now, Decatur Central is a Class 4A team, but they've struggled a lot in recent years. They're currently on a streak of 7 consecutive losing seasons. This will be the 3rd consecutive season in which Cascade and Decatur Central have played, and Cascade has won the first 2 games easily, 60-39 last season at Decatur Central and 64-40 here at Clayton 2 seasons ago. The Lady Hawks are led by 6-foot junior Ajulu Thatha, who last season averaged 10.9 points and 7.7 points a game. So definitely we're going to need our big girls inside Trinity Hostetler and Amelia Bryant to really use their size to keep Thatha under control, because a player like that against a shorter team could really dominate, but if we double team her and go for rebounds as aggressively against Decatur Central as we did tonight, I think that we can keep her under control. And without her having a big game, it's hard to imagine Decatur Central is going to have a whole lot of a chance against us. So if we come out, play our A game, keep the eye of the tiger for 32 minutes, I believe we will get our first win of the season on Tuesday night. And it's especially important that we do that, as we will be then heading into a 6-game, 1-month road trip. So keep your heads up, Lady Cadets fans. Better times are ahead, hopefully starting Tuesday and on for the rest of the season as we make a run, hopefully, to get our first sectional championship in 11 years. Certainly, if we combine the offensive pyrotechnics of Tuesday night with the rebounding effort of tonight, it can be done, especially if we get some more help on offense. And we have about 20 more games to do that. Well, this concludes our broadcast. Once again, your final score here tonight, Covenant Christian 55, Cascade 41. Cascade drops to 0-2. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and I cordially invite you to do so again Tuesday at 7:15 as your 12th-ranked Cascade Lady Cadets return to action against the Decatur Central Lady Hawks. Until then, for Audiosportsonline.com, this is Lec Zorn reminding you there is a difference only you can make.